Thank you for this wonderful support. Looking forward to more people participating on this. Now, God bless you, my people. Thank you. The account number is just right there on the screen. But meanwhile, the money that we have so far before this announcement is what you can see right there already on the screen. 7.8 million 45. Okay, 7,845,086 naira. Okay, make I talk and well. 7,845,000. You can see right there. You know, that's not the only names that supported, but that is the last few names that our screenshot can carry. You can see that people that have supported is 106 people that have donated so far, excluding what I just announced right now. But meanwhile, I'd like us to move on. I appreciate every one of you right there. Thank you very much for your time with us. Protest didn't happen today anymore. Maybe probably because they withdraw their satanic plans. That's why. But I was still looking forward to seeing Nigerians coming out. There are so many other things that we can talk about if we have to protest, but nobody actually, turned up today. Naime could not see me say I cover anything. Nothing happens. I appreciate you all right there. For those of you that were calling in, this is the best time for you to call in, so that I can quickly take your call. For those of you that want to join the panel, this is the best time for you to join the panel. A link we posted that earlier on. I'm posting the last one again for today. Thank you very much, my people. And I've got a super chat already. I'd like to quickly acknowledge my people here. I got a super chat from Oga Kingsley. Thank you very much, sir, for the coffee super chat. I'm very, very grateful. May your pocket never run dry. Thanks for all that you do always. Madam Stella Masevedo, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you always. Thanks for always being there. God bless you, man. Then I have a seven girl Omede. Thank you very much, sir. I'm very, very grateful. Thanks for all that you do. God bless you too. Okay, guys. The dollar sign is right there on the comment section. If you know you jump it and you are not making use of it, you can do that. Oh, it's for Chidima Kedu. Thank you. That is our Chidima. I send that 50K. That's our Chidima right there. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. Although I was suspecting, Madam Rita, I can see you. Thank you. Although I was suspecting, but I need to be sure. When I saw Chidima and Peter, I said, I never see that name for comment section before, but I know I don't see Chidima. Thank you very much, man. I'm grateful. God bless you. Guys, whenever you send us money like that, especially on this donation, we have a lot of anonymous. You can always put it on the comment section saying that you do them. Although even though you're not doing, we will always put the figure out there. Always. Thank you very much, everyone. And God bless you now. Okay, help us to press on the like, help us to share. We are going to start talking right now. Thank you. Okay, the first person on the panel today is give us a mandate. If you're available, I'd like you to talk to us. If not, I'll move on to the next person. Are you there? Okay, you are not there. I'll move on. Mr. Jonathan, please talk to us. Good evening to you. It's good to have you on the show.
Okay, Mr. Elvis. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. Good evening.
I greet you, and let me also use this opportunity to greet all the donors and all the contributors. God will continue to bless each and every one of you. My fellow panelists, I greet you. Madam Rita, Mr. Give us a mandate. God bless you. You're welcome. Mommy Diaspora, good evening. Good evening, man. God bless you greatly. And, my fellow commenters and callers, prospective callers, I greet you all. God bless you all greatly. You're welcome. I think I've been with the broadcast, maybe about an hour ago. So I listened to many of those short videos while I was, busy, but I was, following the broadcast. So, but the first thing I want to say is the Showore video that you showed. And he was talking about, Showore was talking about VDM, the fight between VDM and the guy called B Lord. And I agree with Showore on this particular one. For me, I just stay on the side of truth. regardless who you are, as long as what you are saying, first of all, makes sense to me, is rational, and is a truth. We might disagree on so many things, or I might disagree with him. I might not be his supporter or his fan, but when I see the truth, I stay by the truth. I stand by it. So on this one, I'll stand by him. I believe his comments were just in the morning online. Yeah. Because there is no, first of all, there's no reason for VDM to go this far. I think so. That's my own personal. I know people have said, oh, impersonation, when you are impersonated and this and that and that. But it's one thing to try to prove that. It's another thing to try to, to go for a fight as in personal vendetta, to prove something. How do we know that? You've gone to court, your case proven to the point where the judge denied the accused person bail and then subject the person to prison, send the person to prison for until the next court date. Then what is the joy there now to follow the person to prison? Somebody should tell me the wisdom behind that, the joy that you get in that. I'm not in Omoyele Showore's brain, but I think that is what is prompting him on this one to do this. You've got what you want, what you are seeking for. Then what is the joy there now following the person to prison? What is the wisdom there? What is it there? I think that was childish, and I think that was foolish. There's no wisdom there at all, at all. Let's just say the truth. You've gone to court, you got what you are seeking for, go home. Go and sit down with your lawyer and get updated. Period. But now following the person to prison to go and say bye-bye, like it is completely out of line. Completely out of line. Because as for me, as more as I'm a circular person and I go by numbers and all the rest of it, go by fact and figure, I'm also a very, very spiritual person. Very, very. But I don't allow my spirituality to affect my judgment. I don't. So you've gone to court. You had your day. You got what you are seeking for. Fine. Okay. The Bible talks about mercy. 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 He who gives mercy shall obtain mercy. The famous Matthew 5, the Beatitude. Mercy. So we must tread softly. You cannot be that insensitive. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. The fact that you had your case already built for you, and you got what you are seeking for in court. That's all. That's all. Go home. Go home. It is not now, it is not left for you to now come out and then be celebrating the street and then in fact follow the person to the prison gate. You need to go and sit down and ask God for mercy. Go and sit down and ask God for mercy. So the what Omoyele Sowore said in this regard, I think is okay, and I think VDM should take one or two lessons from this and just do the needful. That's what I want to say. With respect to that, and then coming to ADC, what is going on right now? We always like the cheap way, Nigerians. We always like it, and everybody likes to be correct. Everybody wants to be correct. Everybody wants to be on the good side. You don't necessarily have to be on the good side. Just say the truth and, leave the rest. This one that people are blaming, now finding a way or a space to blame Mr. Peter Obi, looking for everything, playing the devil's advocate, blaming APC, ADC rather, blaming ADC, that ADC is the architect of its own problem and all the rest of it. That's just a cheap way. Let's just stay on the core matter. Don't let us move away from it. If you want to, that's another day. People finding it so easy. The ADC, they have their internal problems and all the rest of it. They should have done it better. Please don't. That is not what you should be talking about. Stay on the core. What is the core now? The very serious attempt by the ruling party to ensure that there will be no contest, there will be no contest in 2027. That is the core of the matter here. They are really doing it. In fact, Mr. Igini, less than 2 weeks ago, he said, if Nigeria will fail, it will be the lawyers. It will be the lawyers that will enable it. They will fast track it if the Nigerian state will fail. Yes, believe this is part of the core of the subject here, of the subject matter here. The role that the lawyers are playing, the role that the judiciary is playing, and the role that the not independent INEC, the not independent at all, the not independent INEC is playing, the non-independent independent commission is playing. These are the core of this subject matter that we should not deviate from. We should focus on them, on all of this. Because at the end of the day, we are just giving room. We are just giving the APC more room to dance, more room to continue to perpetrate their evil. There is no way. One thing I know for sure is that this act by INEC is not sustainable. It will not stand. Because I took time yesterday. I just took my time yesterday because I was thinking about this ADC, because it's not going anywhere. So in fact, it's going to be in the news as each day goes by now. It's going to be in the news. I listened to one lawyer on, I don't know whether Arise or TV, and then he talked about the constitution of the ADC. And then it dawned on me, this ADC, I've never seen their constitution. No. I've never, even read that constitution. Then I Google it. Then when I saw it, I said, okay, not bad. This one will take about maybe an hour read, maybe an hour, not up to an hour and a half to read it. After all, I'm not even going to read from beginning to the end. Let me just go to the areas that are relevant to the issues here. Let me just go there. Because they always say that Nigerians, we don't read. Very sad statement. That Nigeria, that if you want to hide anything from Nigerians, just put it in a book. And these crooked lawyers, they know they are using it. That is the statement by Mikey Guinea. That statement just doesn't come from an empty position or from a clueless position. He said it from the place of fact, from what he knows, that if Nigeria will fail, it will be the lawyers that will enable it to fail, the judicial system. Because when I now read the specific area of the ADC constitution, that I now said, wow, Igini said it. Because I've not seen even the party, even the political parties, even their lawyers, I've not seen any one of them. They all know the lawyers. I'm talking about the lawyers now. The lawyers, the real one, because we have many under the bridge lawyers in Nigeria. We have many, charge and bail, they call them. We have them. But the real one, they know, but they are not bringing this out. Because the constitution of the ADC clearly states that a decision that has been reached, that is Article 13 of the ADC constitution, Article 13, which stated the powers and the functions of the National Executive Committee. And that section stated that the decision of the National Working Committee shall be binding on all organs and all members. The decision of the National Working Committee shall be binding on all organs and all members. That is Article 13, Section 6, subsection 7 of the ADC Constitution. Article 13, Section 6, subsection 7. So, what is let's forget about signature or no signature now. Because maybe a lawyer will come and explain this to us. And I can tell you for free, all those journalists you are seeing on Nigerian TV, Arise, the major ones, channels, TVC, News Central, I can guarantee you, I stand to be proven wrong. I will accept it. I doubt it if they have read this constitution before they are bringing all these people to interview them on their various channels. I doubt it, because what I saw in that constitution baffles me, that this is uncalled for. This is totally unnecessary. But the crooked lawyers are taking advantage. And because the journalists cannot read, they cannot investigate. Because you need to interrogate this. Then lawyers can now maybe go deeper and tell us why, how. What is happening now is happening. Because the Constitution is very clear that the decision made by that executive committee is binding. And a decision was made by the National Working Committee to dissolve the National Working Committee. So that decision is binding. That's what your constitution says. Article 15 of that same constitution of the ADC talks about appeal. That is, if they do anything within the party that you are not comfortable with, you can appeal. And that Article 15D of the ADC constitution, it baffles me when I read it. It is true. If you want to hide anything from Nigerians, just put it in a book. You are 90%, you will be 90% successful, if not 99%. You will achieve your goal. Because when I read that Article 15D, it says that any party member or members aggrieved by the decision now of the National Working Committee, if you are aggrieved of the decision of the party, shall have the right of appeal within 14 days of the decision. 14 days. It was July 29. Then I said, okay, how relevant is this? Then I have to start to Google to really go back and see, okay, when was this David Martin actually came up? When was the time that they actually met? When was the time they came public, to announce this coalition and everything? It was July 29. July 29, 2025. That was when they passed that resolution. If this Nafiu Gombe had issues, he had that issues 14 days. He did not raise anything. 14 days. 14 days, he didn't do anything. So whatever that is, and then INEC, we have a SAN, SAN, as the chairman of INEC. They have a legal department there loaded with lawyers. Then they came up with this decision that the only thing they will do now is to get rid of the entire leadership of the ADC. With all this clearly stated in the constitution of the party. So even forget about his signature. Forget about whether it's being funded from the outside. What about the constitution of the party? Hence, the Supreme Court. So anyway, Mr. Elvis, because I'm talking from the place of my knowledge now, what I have read now. So I have so much to say. There are other sections of that constitution too that are very clear. Or maybe a lawyer will have to come and explain it better for us, or Nigerian journalists, the media, will begin to ask the relevant questions here. They will begin to ask these politicians the relevant questions here. So let me just leave it there so that I have other things to say, but I will set it aside.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan, for that submission. Thank you so much. Sometimes I look forward to people like you and many others here to come help me break it down for us to understand what these guys are doing. Thank you very much. And for your submission as well by backing Omoyele Sowore on this particular one. Thank you for being fair, regardless of your continuous criticism and all that about Sowore, but at least you can still cite the truth. I appreciate you all. Thanks for your time with us. Please press on the like, help us to share. Thank you very much, Jay Olisa. It's been a while, Jay Olisa. Where have you been? Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Thanks for your super chat. I said, I haven't turned in for a while. Much on ground with work. What is your new fundraising all about? I will chip in a small token in coming days. Oh, wow. Jay Olisa, I don't know. I didn't see this time, this message on time. I don't know. If you are still listening, please just indicate if you are listening so that we will let you know. I don't just want to start talking. I don't know if you are still there. I don't know when you even give this super chat. Let me see. That was 8:49 minutes ago. You should be there, but just indicate that you are there, sir. Then I'll explain to you. Thank you, sir. Okay, I appreciate every one of you, my people. Thanks for your time. Let's hear from the next person. Give us a mic. Can you speak now?
Yeah, I can speak. Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you, my
Helvis.
brother.
You can hear me clearly.
Talk to us. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Wow. We everybody come past enter now. Then pass window in a door. Well, I know say Madam Rita go pass door enter. Mr. Jonathan pass window. Okay, Black Panther no day here. Well, I greet everybody. Thank you very much for the time. I appreciate the time and the effort and all that we put into this. Thank you very much. Nigerians, please, let's continue to give. Let's do our best to continue to give to this great cause. And what we're doing here is a laudable.
Mr. Amande, please, could you just help me uh, tell them what the giving is all about in case if Mr. Olisa is there? Thank you, sir.
Okay, Mr. Olisa, thank you very much for asking. So what happened was that Mr. Elvis has a solar panel that he used in running his house and then the broadcast, but I think that one has a problem. So he was about to shut down and always maybe come out maybe once in a week, or maybe just shut down for the next 3 months and then reconsider when he'll be coming out. So he went on that day and said, okay, if you want me to continue to do this, okay, I want to get the solar panel, but this is what it's going to cost. If you want us to continue and um, this broadcast every day, we will need to raise this amount of money to get this solar panel. And so he asked Nigerians, if you want us to raise money for it, can you just go ahead and put in the comment section? So people were responded on that day. I think it's about 10 people. If we can get 10 people to respond on that day, yes, then we'll go ahead with the donation drive. So both the panel and the people in the comment section say, yes, let's go ahead and raise money for the panel. So, and that's how we started. And it's been over some weeks now, we've been doing this. We should have raised the money by now, but it keeps dragging. We understand the economy situation of the country and even the world, and we've been able to raise as much as we can. And so we are requesting for more donations. And so the account number where you need to send your money if you want to support the cause is Nigeria Watch Media Zenith Bank, account number 12202385509. Once again, the account number is Nigeria Watch Media Zenith Bank, account number 12202385509. Yes, why this is very, very important and crucial. Nigerian government deliberately, both past and present, deliberately destroy the power sector in the country. Let's pay attention, Nigerians, because they want Nigerians to be in the dark. In the dark, because if there is no light, media houses will not be able to go ahead and do what they need to do and get Nigeria informed. And most of our media houses have been bought in Nigeria. Now, one of the media houses that remain, I can even say the one that is on the front line now, telling truth to power, helping Nigerians to get the real news. The service does not cast any news. You only just take third parties and information and then we bring it here, deliberate on it, and then we give Nigerians the real truth. And so imagine if we don't have a solar panel to run this broadcast, that means Nigerians will be in the dark. Nigerians will not be able to hear good news anymore. They won't be able to get access to real news. And that's what the APC and the criminals in power, that's what they want for Nigeria. And so you and I should not allow them to go ahead and achieve that. And the only way they will not achieve it is able to come together, are able to tell them that 11 million naira is just 11 million naira is just raised.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you anymore. Give us a mandate that your network has started again. We can't hear anything you're saying.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you are back now. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I think my stuff switched. So let's give to this course and then let's make sure that we are able to get this done and give Nigerians the real news. And so thank you very much for that I've given so far. As a matter of fact, panelists, I do appreciate you, because when we call, Mr. Evie said, okay, we're raising this money, but we don't want him to touch the money. We will just go ahead and also give money for fuel. Each day we were able to raise money for fuel and we were able to achieve that. Thank you very much. From the depth of my heart, I do appreciate everyone that has given so far and those that will still give. So let's do our best to achieve this cause. We can do it. Let's do it. And Mommy, that's why I greet you all panelists. I appreciate your efforts. Thank you for always doing this and thank you for coming. What we are doing is not different from what people in Nepal did. The Nepalese, they have media houses also that fought, that stood with the people, help broadcast news, and were able to chase away their criminals in power. The Iranians did their own. As a matter of fact, Donald Trump, if you want to be surprised, Donald Trump actually rode on the wings of small media houses, social media platform like Mr. Elvis Onyedigin's own, to become the president, second term, to get to second term of his presidency. When he got there, those small media houses, social media handles, they were given front role in White House press briefing. The CNN, the NBC, they sat behind. So Nigerians, let's do it. Let's support. Let's give more so that we can have a better country. Better country because the country is destroyed. Look at what I saw this morning. I think you played that video, Mr. Elvis. The bus terminal in Abuja. Millions of naira spent on that project, only to be struck down by one single rain. Just struck down by one single rain. Will anybody be arrested? No. Who was in charge? Wike. Who turned the vote of Peter Obi for Tinubu in the last election? Wike. Do you think he will resign as a minister? No. Wike just said some days ago that if he has a GUN, he would have passion through TV. That is the level of I don't know what to call it. The level of evil that you see in that country. So news like that, they will not want Nigerians to know about it because they steal. That's how they steal. Madam Rita calls such project as SPV, Special Purpose Vehicle. Special Purpose Vehicle. That project for Wike was a special purpose vehicle. Alex Oti commissioned the bus terminal in Abia State. It's still standing. Alex Oti of Abia State commissioned bus terminal some months ago. Rain has fallen in Abia State, if I'm correct. After that project was done, that project still stands. The one of Wike in Abuja, some people even say they've not even commenced that project. They've only just put skeleton. Look at what is happening. And I bet you, Tinubu will clap for Wike that you have done well. Based on that project and what has happened, Tinubu, Gbajabiamila, the likes of them, they will clap for Wike that he has done well. And so, Mr. Joseph Oji, just to go back to what we said yesterday about frugality and about Mr. Peter Gregory Obi, this is when you cannot compare Mr. Peter Obi with these criminals. This is when you can now see that Mr. Peter Obi's effort,
Your network does play again. I don't know what you they use. Your network will not hear you again.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
No.
Okay, maybe I'll just let somebody else go.
You said? I think you were about to hear you.
Can you hear me, sir?
Okay, you are back now. Okay, try and round up.
I'm so sorry. Well, let me just transfer. We can give other person that has a good network so that we don't disrupt the platform. So if we now look at Mr. Peter Obi and these people, this way you can now draw the comparison and say that this man honestly is trying to make the country work. And I think that if we all can actually unite, we can get him into office and then change the course of our country to a sane one. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. Let me not bother you with this network thing. Let somebody else go. Thank you very much, Aidema.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, Mother Rita, please, is your turn now. Please talk to us. Good evening to you, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Elvis. Good afternoon. Greetings to you all. My lovely mommy, Lamehi, and greetings to Mr. Jonathan. It's good to see you here. Give us our mandate, Madam Patricia, Mr. Odua, and greetings to everybody in the comment section today. Listening to, I don't know what happened between VDM and Omo Eleshere, but whatever it is, I guess I didn't watch that part. But moving along with what's going on, Mr. Elvis, I went through Section 50 of the Electoral Act. We know some weeks back we talked about it, and I read some sections for everyone, to get on with the reality of this is what we are facing. And I'm going to read it again. Section 50 says, the Act provides for an open secret ballot. INEC is authorized to determine the procedure to be adopted in voting and transmission of results. I'm going to repeat it. I have to repeat it again. The Act, this is Section 50 of the Act, the interpretation of what was written there, it says, the Act provides for an open secret ballot. INEC is authorized to determine the procedure to be adopted in voting and transmission of results. Also, that is Section 50. Now, I'm going to say, and there's a reason why I'm saying this. The reason why I am stating this out for everybody to see, Mr. Elvis, I sent you a link on your WhatsApp about where I'm reading from, because they actually break it down to layman language so that everybody will understand, which I just read. The reason why I say this is January 16th, which I tell you all that my heart is on January 16th, is because of this act I just read. At the end of the day, whether Peter Obi is in the ballot box, whether Peter Obi goes to another political party, whether the man from Bodno succeeded in making Nigeria a one-party state, and then with all those little minion parties, just to make it feel like we're still practicing democracy, what are Nigerians going to do? And regardless of all the shenanigans happening here, I was listening to what Mr. Jonathan was saying, and what that man was talking about in terms of what's going on within the ADC, and all the games that are being played behind the scenes. What I see here is like, I think we've gone past the explanation. We've gone past the analysis. We all know, and we all know this. In fact, any unborn child already knows this. What they are trying to do is dismantle every political party that Peter Obi is part of, and they're going to do it any way they want to do it, and they have the money for the people who wants the money, or the people who wants to be bribed. Let me put it that way, right? So that is the bedrock of all this. Even if Peter Obi leaves the ADC and goes to another political party, there's going to be issues. What is the way forward? What are Nigerians going to do? I think that's what we should pinpoint, because when you talk, the Electoral Act is there, it's already sitting down there. The Constitution is already, the fraudulent Constitution is already sitting down there. Now, this is something that is intangible, something that is written. The words are hanging in the air, but it's the action that we have to look out for. Is the action. It is human beings who are acting on what was written. What are we going to do about it? I'm sorry, that's just where my mind is focusing. All the optics and all the talk and everything, it's just, we all know what is at play here. We all know we don't have a judiciary system that will back up Peter Obi in any way. They have been paid or bribed. It's obvious. It looks like, let me put my words, because I believe maybe in the midst of 100 judges, there'll probably be one or two who are not bowing down to all these dirty games that's being played, who are not bowing down to the decimation of the Nigerian judiciary system, which has been decimated as far as I'm concerned. But however, if they are going to anybody going to court, post-election, at any point in time, it's good for Nigeria. Before we start shouting wolf, wolf, let us go back to what the National Assembly has signed what is written. We need to see what is written. We might be hearing a little thing from Peter from Nigeria or Mama P, but we need to see what is written there, because what is written there is what the judiciary is going to use to answer us, and then we start to shout woof woof. There's a lot of things written. I don't think this section 50 it just covers everything as far as I'm concerned with the Electoral Act. So even if you go to court now, the justice system is going to look at all these things, with their lawyers and their sons or whatever, and they will use it against us. What are we going to do? I'm sorry, I'm not going to explain what the law should do, what ADC should do. I've always said it. I've always had that intuition that Atiku is the owner of ADC. Yes. And I think one of the major mistakes that Peter Obi made, and I'm not going to even blame him, I think even some of us, even made prior to the 2023 general elections, he should have created his own political party. That's why Shoro is laughing now, because he has his political party. He's the alpha and the omega of his political party. And even if anybody comes there now, there's no way somebody from the east or the north or the south or the west will say, oh, I resigned, but you cannot do this. Peter Oshowore owns his party. He owns his party. I think that's one of the major mistakes, but we didn't know I don't think Peter Obi knew the depth of rottenness, or rather, not the rottenness, because this is Peter Obi and the rest of Nigeria didn't know the depth of desperation that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has and the kind of character that we were dealing with. I think I did not know the depth of it. We just saw, former drug baron or alleged drug baron. Oh, he forfeited this. He came back. He has been controlling Lagos. We only knew it as per controlling Lagos. We only knew Bola Ahmed Tinubu to that extent. The people that really knew him, like late Pa Adebayo, may God rest his soul, was trying to tell us when he said, if they don't vote Peter Obi, Nigeria is free. We didn't know the depth of the kind of person we were dealing with. We did not know. We thought it was the old method of, when PDP was there or when Buhari was APC, okay, nobody's going to trample upon the judiciary system, the electoral law. Nobody's going to go that deep. We didn't know who we were dealing with. That's the truth. We didn't know. But this man now has entered there, and we are now seeing how deep it is, how far this man has gone through, and is still going deeper. That is what we are left with, unfortunately. Unfortunately. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I think that's what our minds should be pondering on. What are we going to do? I think the greatest force or the greatest power, let me use the word power, that we have is coming together and taking down this behemoth. Take it down. We can only take it down by uniting. Yes, and anybody who is going against our unity of what we are focused on, that is the enemy. Yes, that is the enemy. But, human nature, people are greedy. People are desperate. People don't care. Yes, people don't care. They don't care about their reputation. We have the city boy movement. It's obvious people don't care about their reputation. They don't care about their family lineage. You see the likes of Daniel Boala. He doesn't give a rat's behind. He's the one that will go as long as who is the highest bidder. So those are the people don't care about reputation. They don't care about their education. They don't care about the consequences. They just care about now and to feed their hunger. And guess what? That hunger can never be satisfied. You and I know that. So that's why it seemed like it's kind of difficult for us to pull through. It seems like there's a lot of snags along the way. Let me use the word or barricade, or there's a lot of traps. Anywhere we turn, there's one trap or the other that we have to deal with. Once we're losing that trap, we're moving along another one. So there's a lot of snag along the way. championed by the man from Bodilon. We never understood, or we never knew the depth of the kind of character, including the judiciary, the likes of Mary Peter Odili's wife, Mary Odili, that blasted Nigerians. I think I have to look for that excerpt of what she wrote before the Supreme Court made their judgment. I think all the Supreme Court justices as at that time, all of them then, they didn't know the depth of what their judgment is going to do to Nigeria today, April 7, and more is coming. They didn't know. They didn't know. I didn't know. I think a lot of us didn't know. But it's so glaring now that this is even more than physical. They can go that depth of spiritual. And I remember Mr. Jonathan mentioned the other day, all this sharing of rice and all that, it's like you guys are being hexed, Hexed, collecting all these things. And when there's hunger, you don't care if you are being hexed or bewitched. Let me use that simple English. You don't even care because you don't even know. You're trying to satisfy something, you satisfy a need. We're in a big mess. This is politics now. We haven't even talked about the insecurity. We haven't even talked about other social vices, but we just feel, listen, even if Peter Obi even becomes president, looking at everything across the board now, Nigeria, and is promising to be a one-term president. Nigeria is not going to change. Do you know why? The demons are still deep-rooted. They are just waiting to devour when the Savior has gone.
Margarita, and most of the demons are inside the ADC as well that will hinder Peter Obi heavily.
Mr.
So Nigeria is gone. It's gone. This country.
Beyond the ADC, we have people who are non-state actors. There are people who we don't even know, who are not into. We're not seeing them on TV. You don't know which party they belong to. You don't know which organization. There are people who are the Kraken. I don't know if you guys read the Greek mythology. They are the Kraken that is waiting to arise when the person that's supporting them is at the top. So if Peter Obi comes,
I asked a question the other time. I said, let's assume, because yes, you and I, everybody here, most of us here rather, we are fighting for Peter Obi, right? Peter Obi don't do 4 years in command. So what is the guarantee of the continuity? Let's assume Peter Obi give us some of the things. No. So when he leaves office, what's the guarantee that whoever that comes will continue from where he stopped? This country, people have criminal mindsets.
Yes, they are all in. They will all go into hibernation. That's the truth. So that's why you see, even this. To be honest, I'm just speaking my mind. Even this election, I think we should not even go through an election. I think the election shouldn't even hold at all. Seriously, because our problem is beyond this election. Whether they want to do validation of cards, whether they want to make it one-party system, we are not. You and I. In fact, the unborn Nigerian child, this soil. The dead in Nigeria, they know that we are not practicing democracy. We should not even have an election. Honestly speaking, like I keep saying, I respect Peter Obi a lot, and I think the man has tried his best. He's still trying. Whatever force that's driving him to still want to serve Nigeria, because I guess it's love. They said love is the greatest of all, but the love for a nation that's not willing to change. Love for a nation that the psyche has been messed up. I don't know how much love you can give them to change their psyche, their train of thoughts, how they do things, their character. I don't know how long that love can sustain Nigerians to say, you know what, we have agreed to change. Because if Peter Obi becomes president, all those other entities, they will just go into hibernation. Hibernation doesn't mean the end of it. It's just saying, I'm just going to wait. When the time is right, I'm going to come out. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. So maybe I'm thinking we should. I think Mr. Nadi, I've forgotten his first name. Is it John Nadi? when he says, even you're talking about constitution or election. I remember that time when you brought him to this panel, it was 2023. He said we shouldn't even have an election. I believe him, because if you look deeper, we shouldn't even have an election. Nnamdi Kanu, God bless you wherever you are, sir. And I pray that the Lord will continue to protect you and your family. And I pray that you will be alive. You'll be alive to see the people that needs to be expunged and disgraced out of every system in Nigeria. I pray so. I pray so. Because the judiciary now, Nigerians, they didn't know the depth of what they were doing in 2023 to bring this man to Aso Rock. They didn't know. And this is not just physical, it's more than, it's spiritual. Peter Obi is just a bandage to the deep cuts that we have. It's just a bandage. When you bandage something in the front, you say, okay, the sky is fading, but within the crevices of the skin, within it's not just excoriate something on the surface. Within the crevices, deep rooted, there could still be damaged tissue in the skin. So that's why you feel like it's healed, but at some point you start to get, sepsis or abscess deep rooted, until they open that skin to operate on it again and take out the virus or whatever it is and start to heal it with antibiotic before they can get healing from a deep cut. It's not just bandaging. Nigeria we have a very deep cut, and our cut is personal within ourselves as Nigerians, as each individual. Our court is also our institutions that has been damaged for decades. Not 10 years, not 20 years, not 30 years.
I have a question for you.
What's the question?
Okay, now you're saying that we should not go into election, which I mean I agree with you to an extent. Then what should be the next course? Because we need to save the country. What's the next course?
I just said it. The new order is everybody. The only way to take out the Kraken or the behemoth effect in Aso Rock is for us to realize this is what we need to do. We need to come together. Religion or tribe or geographical location would not influence us in the light at the end of the tunnel that we are focusing on. If we don't do that, because when we come together like that, we say, you know what, let's go back to the drawing board. Yes, let's go. Even if it means at some point you put somebody who is interim that's there, and while we take out these people, whether put them in jail or put them wherever I want to put them, and everywhere is grounded, and let's start from afresh. Let's come together. Let us write a constitution from the north, the south, to the east, to the west, is representative. This is what we want. Okay, from the caliphate down to our traditional institutions, to the Christendom, or even, in fact, the unorthodox religions, everybody come together and say, we want to be a nation. How do we want to rule ourselves? If we don't get there, see, and I'm telling you, the external forces are also influencing this. Yes, the external forces. I'm talking about the West, because of what we have. We are a blessed nation, but we don't realize it. It's like somebody had this parable. It kind of stuck with me. It's saying it's like somebody who has taken care of you, a man who has taken care of you up to the level of feeding you, clothing you, and giving you a job in his company. That man, you would say, this man is the greatest gift to my life, is a blessing to my life. Until you discover that this man has stole your inheritance, gave you less than what you deserve. You will never ever see that man as your enemy. You always see him as your savior. Unless Nigeria discover who they are, what they are worth, what they deserve, they will always have the hallelujah politics, the rice and beans politics. Nigerians, we don't know who we are. And that's why you see people hailing politicians for doing a road. That's why I keep telling people, I don't have to praise any politician, because it's not their money. It's really not their money. If politician is suing another person you know, maybe you don't like that person, they're suing them or demolishing their building. At the end of the day, if they go to court, they can bring all these sons from thy kingdom come. It is your money that I used to pay legal fees. It's the same. That's why I was bringing that analogy of what's his name? This man in Bedo State, Tony Kabaka. When some people were against me, like, oh, when I was saying, how can the government pay him 900 and something million naira? I was laughing. I was like, that is chicken change. As a matter of fact, the governor of Edo State saved Edo State money because, if not because of education, Tony Kabaka will have sued the Edo State government for 10 billion, and he will win in a system that works. So he will win. But when the man that was governor before, when he was demolishing, the people were clapping. I was just laughing. And I mean, Elvis, I pray you find that video during that time, because I remember I was in that show. I say, you people are laughing. At the end of the day, who is going to pay for the court case? He said, don't set money. Who is going to rebuild the hotel if they rebuild it? He said, don't set money. It is not the person that was sitting down that we're going to pay. So, in other words, all this shouting that was shouting, this man is giving us rice. The man from Bodman is sharing rice. City boy movement and all that. Now your money that they use, they share. Now your money, now money. They will still go and borrow again. Now you and your children, your generation, that will pay the money back. They will mortgage the oil blocks of Nigeria, and they will just build one small road or one bridge, or what's this? A coastal road. Mr. Elvis, you say the coastal road is very good. It's very, very smooth. It's your money. And you know what? You are more than a coastal road. Those of you who are in Texas, and I'm sure you know what I thank God give us our Mondays here. Do you know the number of bridges alone? The bridges you see. I said, listen, I've lived in there, I've traveled, I have never seen a state that has so much bridges. It's just like, and they're still building more. The road is as wide as me. I'm saying, Toronto, we have like 5 lanes, 6 lanes. This one, they're even more. Nigeria was so rich that somebody will just build one, maybe they'll use a plank or one big slab of cement, and they'll be shouting, Babake, Megida will be shouting. Look at Niger Delta. Niger Delta should be more finer than Dubai. Look at Port Harcourt. All those ones that Wike was commissioning, that's crap. It's supposed to be better. It's supposed to be like China. With how China infrastructure is. We're supposed to have speed trains that can move like a bullet, faster than the Orient Express. We're supposed to have, even on underground schools, underground housing. In fact, we're supposed to be a high-tech country by now. People be shouting, they're giving you rights, or they build a coastal road. Mr. Elvis, thank you very much for this opportunity. May I just stop talking now, safe. Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Rita, you said it all. Now, greed, now make us the way we did today. Thank you very much for your submission. Thank you. I'd like us to move on to Mr. Oduwa. Thank you very much for your time with us. Good evening to you. Talk to us, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Najawash. Thank you very much. Thank you for your doing. Appreciate your efforts. It's not really easy. Thank you. Good evening, everyone in the panel. Thank you for your concern and your submission. Thank you. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you, ma. God bless you for your good work, for your concern, and for the greatness of the country. Thank you. We appreciate, ma. Good evening, commenters, listeners, and viewers on the passerby. Thank you all for your time and whatever you feel. All our desire is for the country to be better for all of us. Well, Baba Jonathan, I thank you for that submission that about the lawyer, the man, the interview. I think it was a Newsday when he said that the NEC has even dissolved the so-called chairmans, and it is unfortunate that the so-called educated that we have in Nigeria, some liars, some gaggies, and some other positions holders, who they call they are so educated because they can talk another man language. Speaking another man language does not give a sense of discernment. A political party is like a meeting. So I wonder to see if the court is not deciding who is the chairman of a meeting, or the so-called ANEC is not deciding who is the chairman of a meeting, or a person will now come and tell the court, dissolve this our meeting. If you are no longer interested in that meeting, you go away. Let those who have interest continue with that meeting. So by people coming together, to say, let us form a political party to pilot the country or the state. You are a state chairman, you are whatever chairman, even you are the national chairman of the party. It is not your father property. No, you inherit it. Even if you are among those who found the party, if you are no longer satisfied with what the rest are doing, you leave them. It is only in Nigeria I hear that if you can't beat them, you join them. No, if you can't beat them, you go away from them. If you feel that their actions, their motive was not the motive you people come together with, you go away. Because a meeting can choose you today as the chairman. If they feel your character doesn't align with them, even if they said chairman tenure will last 5 years, but the meeting still have the right to say or to say that from today you will no longer be their chairman. Go to any place. Who make you the chairman? Is it the court? No. Is it the ANEC? No. It is the same meeting who make you their chairman, not tell you that we don't longer want you. Is according to what I hear in one English, they said a multitude win the vote. Is that not what they say in that English? That multitude win the vote. Now, even if the court want even to decide, want to say anything about the meeting, about the so-called party, the actions of the court or whatever we're supposed to ask is, the meeting is who voted you and who voted the other side. Those who in support say, is that not what they say in the what they call chamber? And this again say me. If they see that the people who say I are the more than the people who say, they say the I have it. If the people who say ni is more than the people who say I, they say the ni have it. That is how it is in meeting. To choose a chairman, it is vote by election. To choose whatever position, it is by election. It is, you don't just come and enter. So the people that put you there can say, we do no longer want you. You don't have right to say you must remain. It's not your room. It's not your house. Neither you are the one to decide for your tenant where you will sleep and where the tenant will sleep. A meeting, all political party, they are meetings. So whether they write it down as a whatever they call, or they did not write it down as their whatever they call, they have the right. And that is where when they said they take it to court, they take. Will the court decide who is now the senior child of my family? Or who is now the last born? No. It is stupidity of people to say, hey, the court and now recognize you, the court are taking decision, or the ANEC will not say we are disregistering this party because someone say come and disregister this party. It is foolishness of those so-called elite or those so-called senior people who need respect without where they did not even deserve to be respected. Look at those who that yeye man they call a professor. Does that even know anything about professing in anything? Because if he know what is meant to be professor, he won't take that rubbish decision to say this I have a problem, this I have a problem. For that we don't recognize you. A meeting You are not the one who to recognize people from that meeting who is chairman. It is the meeting that will tell you this is our chairman. And they said the multitude win the vote. So whoever the multitude said is their chairman is their chairman. It's not court is saying it, court is not saying it. Is not the duty of the court to decide who will be any party chairman, because court did not organize them. The ANEC did not organize them. So it is them that organize themselves. But in Nigeria, you see, they will tell you this is law. A country where people read lost, that what you call professor, he read lost. It's just a projector. It's not a professor. They project him to do all nonsense, and he's really doing nonsense. People are calling him professor. What year professor? The professor without knowledge, without understanding of life. Before a white man can tell you you are a graduate, the practical and the theory, you will do it. Before they will say you are a graduate. They know that you know the theory, you know the practical. Not just only the objective. But in Nigeria, you are a graduate on speaking another man language. When they bring the practical, you become deaf and dumb. Because I watched that news. I think it was a news day when that guy was being interviewed. The neck of the party have the right to choose whoever will be their chairman. Let anybody go to court. It is who the party says their chairman is their chairman. It is not the court that have decision to say. Not to talk of the mukbaton. That one should wait. He will understand what is called mukbaton in the Do language. Just wait. Let him try and destroy this Nigeria, and he will see what is the mukbaton. When people will mukbaton, he will understand that. Because if you, how much are they going? How much will you take that will enable you to destroy the life of people that are dying every day in Nigeria? That is not enough for you, because they have not delete their children away. How wish these people are deleting their children? How wish they have deleted those Mukbaton children? Then he will have sense to think. He will reason well. All those people that are coming out to say it is not ADC, it's not PDP, APC handwork. It is Tinubu handwork. I don't even call it APC handwork. It is Tinubu handwork, who is desperate to make sure that he destroyed Nigeria, because it's not from the country. It's not in Nigeria. That is said a miloko. It is my own. It is my turn. So he believes he can destroy Nigeria. How many days that remain for him to stay on earth? So let him destroy the country before he leave. Because if not, with all his failure, will the party will they even talk about having election in the country? With all their failures, you people protested against PDP and said the PDP is not good. Whatever you people criticize PDP for, your own is worse. It's more worse. Your own is more worse than everything you criticize PDP for. You said no subsidy should be taken away. You came to power, you remove subsidy. Insecurity in your term, they will say you don't hear of bomb blast anymore. But it's better bomb blast in one local government. Is it not better the entire state is on fire? Is it not better than the entire state is on fire? People can no longer go to farm. Or on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the whole state is on fire. The whole country is on fire. When they heard of bomb blast, it was no more than one local government or two local government. Not to talk of the entire state. Not to talk of the entire country. Since your 12 years have been 18 years that they have spent now, the entire country is bleeding every day. And they are so desperate to make sure they still continue to destroy the country. It pains me that when people are shouting, we want Nigeria to be good, they are shouting in internet. Action, as they say, action speak louder than voice. Everybody should be on the street And that is why when they say they want to protest, I was very happy. I would have wanted to see people action. Because the only what we make Amukpaton and APC to know that there is fire on the mountain is all button should be on the ground, not on social media. All the bush should be on the ground. Then we know that there is fire on the mountain. That is only what I can say. That is only what I know. Because Akpabio said you people should, even when people want to come out on the ground, Akpabio said you people should go and protest. Where we'll be eating. Not to talk of when you now on social media. It will not concern it don't even concern them. But when they see fire on the mountain on the ground, then Akpabio will know it will not even have a person that will cook for him. Not to talk of if we have more to eat. So that is only solutions to all this their whatever nonsense. Because it's not the duty of the court to be deciding who will be a chairman in the party. Because a party is a meeting. It is the meeting that choose whoever will be their chairman, who will be their secretary, will be. And if they choose people today, 3 days time, I see that their character is not worthy for them, they have the right to dissolve them and take another people. That's just it. If you are not satisfied with that meeting attitude, you go away, go and join another meeting. That is why they have different parties. Despite that, we don't really know. We know that the people in ADC know that they were good people. But as far as Peter Obi is there, and it take one man to change this country. When people are saying if Peter Obi come, no, that is why Peter Obi is telling, if you have the good mind for Nigeria, go and contest for House of Assembly, go and contest for Senate, even contest for governor. These are the people that need to change the country. It is only for the president to just sign the actions of all these people. That is why even when the president leaves, they will still be on the seat. It is when law is made that change country. Then when you make law and people did not, then you force people to obey it. That is just the duty of the president, that we force people to obey the law. So this is where we need Peter Obi. Even if it is for 2 days. And this is why we still need other people, a really good heart-minded people. Good heart-minded people to come to all positions. Well, it doesn't really matter the party you used to enter. What matters is you have the good heart about the country. So if we are pushing for any reform, it is those who have the good mind that can push for reform. Not those yes sir, Senate, or yes sir, Assembly, or yes sir, Governor, who just run after the money that they cannot even eat. Their children will not even eat. So this is the reason. When Sowore is talking, abusing and whatever, Sowore, however you feel, is good for you. But you will have shown us example of how leadership look by you leading your people in your state. You have not even lead local government for we to see leadership in your hand. It is not by shouting, Alesoti is not this, this one is not that, this one is not this. No. You do example. Alesoti was not a governor before he started this project of electricity. He has not been as a governor. He have not even contested. He's supposed to do that electricity during the time of the governor that was there in the time, I think Bazu, something like that. It was because they did not give him that space. So, Sowore, you are from Mondo, especially from should be from the larger side. Then you do something in that local government. Let us see. So that is what I will tell you. That is my advice for you. And so Sowore talk about VDM, about jailing and that. Sowore analysis was very wrong in VDM because not just impersonating, but using his name to defraud people. If person put on police uniform, you call it impersonation, you can tell it's AI. But you telling in the social media that you pay the person money, I think whether 5 million, that you told him he will be advertising for you free. It's different from a person you said put on police uniform. And you put him in a board using his name to sell your business so that people can buy from you in the name of it is VGM. That is fraud. You are defrauding people. So you cannot use that to compare the VDM action that you say he put on police uniform, according to you. So there is big difference in it. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Nigeria Wash. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mother Patricia, thank you very much for your time with us. Please talk to us. Mr. Odua, God bless you, sir. I appreciate you for your wonderful
Hello, hello,
contribution. Mother
hello.
Patricia, thank you,
Yes,
ma'am. Talk to us.
so good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you,
Good
ma'am.
evening and happy Easter, everyone, again. It's great to be here. Mr. Jonathan, Madam Rita, Mr. Odua, give us a mandate. Good evening to you. Mommy Diaspora, good evening and thank you for all that you do. People on the comment
After
section.
you don't chop your Easter chicken finish, you can't they come greet us, right?
Yes,
Well, me,
I
I
talk
leave
for well.
I leave my own for you. I leave my own for you. I'll send them to you.
Really? You go post them
78,
now.
78 years now, I reach so don't hear from Mother Patricia. Reach. She always should go
Nah,
and
No,
get
she don't go chop
big
personal
she don't
hospital.
only
engagement.
chop our chicken now. Can't they come greet
She
us
go
after
I
chop
you
get
don't
her
give
other
us
alone.
engagement. My engagement
She give,
started
we give Tinubu
Tuesday last week.
economy. Mother Patricia left us on the street. God is watching. No wahala.
I get other engagement. I have to also do other things. Yeah, so that's the reason. Anyway, we thank God I'm here. Oh, Mama. Anyway, let me thank everybody that has continues to give to the project, the solar panel project. And I know definitely very soon we will hit the mark. Thank you for all that you have given, and may God bless you all. And please, if we can still do more, your contribution will be highly appreciated. Please like and share. Hit on the dollar sign as well. The laborer is worthy of his wages. Thank you. I thought maybe we are past here where I came now, where I meet the discussion. I didn't expect this so soon about this ADC saga that is going on. Yeah, I know you mentioned it, Mr. Ivy, some time ago that from a reliable source we heard there will be some storms that are going to come. I didn't expect it to still come because I thought maybe we are out of it already. I didn't foresee it, and I don't know now what this whole thing is going to boil down to. But one thing is for sure that based on Jonathan's submission, yeah, it's true that what is Ezekomen? Was it Ezekomen that you said he said it? Whether Nigeria will be made or made will be depending on judiciary, will be depending on them. Yes, I believe strongly in that too. Because this judgment that this judge from appeal court issued now is what has set the whole place on fire. They are on their vague way of delivering judgment. You know, they should return to status quo. What is status quo? I mean, why would you not spell it out to avoid all this confusion? But I think they know what they are doing. Yes, you know, because if they didn't, if the judge was not in connival with APC, I believe he would have been able to spell it out, you know, and make his judgment so explanatory that nobody will need to interpret it. So here we are, and this has happened. For me, I would say maybe Peter Obi, he has to look at what he should do next. But I don't know. I think it's Mr. General will say remain 15 days. In 15 days, anything can happen in politics. But at the same time, how are we sure that these people that are bent on taking the nation into this one party state will not still be able to find a loophole to gender strife and cause commotion there? Because it seems that APC has their tentacles in all the parties, people that are working with them or working for them. It looks like that. So um, if it becomes so impossible, I think it should just throw in the towel and say, well, you know what, I'm done for it. I'm not interested. Because how much will somebody how much stress will somebody be taking because he want to just do a normal thing that any meaningful person or any well-meaning person will want to do to serve? And so if they are not allowing him to serve, I think you should just say, you know what, let me forget it, and let the whole thing, let the status quo continue. If that's the case, let me say, use their word. Unless Nigerians come out to say no, we don't want this status quo to continue, and then they will dissolve this structure of criminality. Because to be honest, I don't see anywhere that Obi will go now that he can run for this presidency. I'm not the seer. If anybody is seeing it, they can help me, because we only got 15 days. They've already kind of you know instrumentalized the electoral law, that now so many technicalities are there, for them to be able to do their whatever they want to do. So I don't know how his candidacy is going to be possible with any other party. I can't see it now. I can't see it. But if there is a way, yes, why not? It should go ahead. But if it's going to be the same thing like we have been experiencing now, I think you should just forget the whole thing. And I don't even think ADC was ready, if you ask me. I don't think so. Because a party whereby there are so many people that are vying for, hoping to clinch the presidency ticket, be the flag bearer of the party, you know, which means they don't even know what they are doing now. Because if you people really, if they really came together to say we want to make sure we wrestle that power out of Tinubu's hand, I think by now they should have known what they are doing. They should have been able to close any loopholes that APC will use to disorganize them or affect them negatively, putting them into this situation. As long as they could not do that, which means I can say that they are not ready to. They are all just there for their selfish reason. That's, if you ask me, that's what I can say. Because even which day, I think there was a rumor that went out that Atiku has resigned. He's supporting, has dropped his ambition and he's going to support Peter Obi. He never reached 24 hours. Then Atiko's spokesman came out and debunked it. That was a lie. So tell me. So for me, it was like they gathered to fail, if you ask me, because they were not really putting any effort. They were not making any effort. They were not showing any willingness as people that were, ready to really do the needful to wrestle power out of Tinubu. So in that regard, I think they are all playing to the gallery, if you ask me. Yes. Because none of them will tell me that they don't know Tinubu. They know Tinubu better than me and you. They know him. So if we say, oh, we don't know, we don't know. But every one of them, all the politicians, they know Tinubu, they know him. They know him. So I think they are all just playing to the gallery. They should just all come out and tell us that this is their plan. Because I don't understand. I don't understand how, when you know somebody that is this criminally minded like this, and then you people are going about handling it with levity. I mean, I don't know. So I think they all know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. But the whole thing that the most painful thing is Nigerians that are in the middle that are believing that, yeah, maybe some people are innocent, some people don't know. No, they know. All of them, they know. They know what they are doing. So there's no point for them stressing us. Honestly, they shouldn't be stressing Nigerians since they didn't do the needful because they all know the games they are playing. They should have just came out, all of them, come out and support Tinubu. And let everybody don't listen at one party. Now everybody they settle for them. This one when they make us a talk every day. So that's my take on that very one. And then I don't know whether you showed the what they call it, the army that were lying that they rescue people and they didn't. You yeah, that's the way the country has become. The government is also enlisted the agencies now, all the ministries. They too now they are propagandists. It's all about propaganda, including the military. I think the spokesperson came out to say they rescued 31 people from the terrorists, and then the villagers, the people in that were affected, came out to say, oh, no lie, oh, nothing like that too. So I mean, I don't know how did we get here? When even the military, you cannot even trust your own your military, your army. You cannot even trust them to give you the right information. It's sad. Then going back to this, what they call it, the card, validation of electoral card. I mean, how they're saying whether they want to revalidate, and which means that's a way of like disenfranchising some people because not everybody will be able to do it. Look at the time. Look at the time frame that they want to do this. How many months remaining? It's not far. If you want to revalidate, I think they should have planned it long time ago. Not now. In fact, this new IMNX chairman, he just really came now. When did he take over here? You know, when he has not even done one election and he is already thinking of revalidating. All these are all the strategies that they have. They have a playbook that they are just trying everything possible to make sure that Tinubu remains in power. That's what they are trying. Because I don't see any reason why they should be talking about revalidating people's voters card at this time when we only have how many months to go. And they are not talking about census. They are not that one is a no-go area. They don't talk about census. But when it comes to revalidation of voters card, now that one now say no one do. How? Because that's where they can now, revalidating people. They can in fact deny you. Yeah, they can take the card from you and you will never get it back. And if you don't get your card back, every time you go there, they say it's not on it. They have not brought it. They've not brought. Before you know, it's election time. You don't have a card. You cannot vote. That's what they are doing. So we know the game, and nobody should be deceived. I think the point here is, if since the opposition leaders They don't seem to know what they are doing. Let them just go and raise Tinubu hand and say yes, he should be their candidate. You know, they should go and support him because they don't know what they are doing now. Because not like I said, none of them can say that they don't know Tinubu. None of them. All of them they meet and they fellowship together. All of them. They fellowship with one another. So nobody will come tell me yes, say anybody they innocent. They go to each other party. They marry between themselves. They marry their children. So what are we talking about? So they know Tinubu, they know what Tinubu did in Lagos. And apart from the Lagos, even I think I was hearing from Showore that Tinubu has already be a senator before. So they cannot tell me that they don't know. It's me and you that will say we don't know. They know. They know. And for them to say for them not to have done their homework very well, it means that they are complicit. Yes, they are complicit. I can boldly say that, and beat my chest on that, because somebody that you know, Tinubu was not yet sitting on that seat, and he was able to do what he did in 2023. Okay, now he's sitting on that seat, and you people decided that you will treat him with levity. What do you then? Which means you people, all of them know now. They know what thing that they do. They know what thing that they do. They knew. They knew. So they are just fooling Nigerians. They are fooling Nigerians. And until Nigerians get up and say, you know what, we are not having this anymore, nothing's going to change. That's where I can see it. And Nigeria, there will come a day when Nigeria will say, no, we've had enough and something got to give. And it's only at that point that things will change in our country.
Mother Patricia, thank you very much, ma. With the way Nigeria is going, I'm having doubt that this country will be difficult to change it when it comes to the government, their mindset of our leaders, when it comes to the citizens, the mindset of the citizens. When we talk about leaders of tomorrow, we're relying on the citizens to take over from these old people to govern us. According to my own statistics, 90% of the citizens in Nigeria, Nigerian citizens in Nigeria, are into criminalities. Many of them don't work anymore. You employ somebody today to work for you. Within a month or two, they will leave by themselves because they are not satisfied with the salary anymore. They prefer. In fact, anybody that is working for you currently and they're glued to the work they are doing for you, you have to check them, scrutinize them properly. They have other corny way of making extra cash from whatever they are doing. Either they are stealing from you or they are selling some of your items. You know, if not building, they build your cement, your road, and all that. They have a way. They always have a way to do this. So now, when we talk about leaders of tomorrow, I'm not too sure who are these leaders of tomorrow. Okay, somebody might point me now. What about you? What about me? What about that? That's why I said 90% of Nigerians their mindset are into criminality. So the remaining 10% are difficult to find. It's just like since 2022, 2023 to date, it's only Peter Obi that stood out in all politicians that we've seen. If we want to be realistic and be truthful to ourselves, that stood out. That till now, none of them could find criminal record against him. Like Showore saying yesterday, Peter Obi, you people already know the story. I wanted them to push Showore on that. Which story are you talking about? For me, I don't know the story. Because I expect you, like you were lambasting on Peter Obi yesterday, then you use the opportunity to tell us that, oh, he's into this, he's into that, blah, blah, blah. So we are still waiting for that person, because the most hated politician.
It's all those baseless stories.
Exactly.
For the past 4 years.
You know, so we are waiting for, you know, the most hated politician so far in the history of Nigeria. Peter Obi is now he carried that award. Now him the hate pass. So we cannot have the most hated politician to date. You still could not prove that he's a criminal to us today. So now, when it comes to the body of politicians, our political leaders, if you have to look at it holistically, statistically, you can see that I will also give 90% as well, that 90% of our political leaders, both the past and present, they are all corrupt. It's only 10% that we can say, okay, that is good. And that 10% is difficult to find. Inside that 10%, maybe only one or two already into, occupying the political space. Maybe one or two. The remaining 8% are outside the political space. They are currently thinking, should I go into politics? Should I just stay out? Should I go into politics? Should I just stay out? That's that 8%. So that 8%, there's every possibility that 6% from that 8% will never come into politics forever. Maybe 2 will like to come in. And Nigerians that are criminals, that have criminal, I'm talking about Nigerians now that have criminal mindsets, they might scare him away based on ballot box stealing, corruption, bag of rice, and many, many other things. Might discourage him to say, this thing, man, I'm not sure say go fit work. I beg. Let me just stay out and enjoy my millions. Because a lot of Nigerians have made the millions or billions that you talk about today. Many of them are silent. They just want to enjoy their wealth and move on like that. Because they come in tomorrow, either you are targeting their life, or you want to buy them, assassinate them, or do 1 or 2 things, or destroy their names, scandal, and everywhere. Like they are currently doing to Peter Obi. So in conclusion with this, because the reason why I'm saying this now is to let you guys know why I have so much fear and doubt and low confidence that Nigeria can be rescued anytime soon. Yes. Okay. In case you want to say, okay, what are we saying? What are you saying? Peter Obi. Okay. Yes, I'm supporting Peter Obi. And not be a shower way they move left to right. I've been with him since 2022 to date, and that's my kind of person. You don't need to pay me to do this because when I see what is right, yes, I can recognize it. But let's come to this. Let's assume, by God's grace, fingers crossed, Peter Obi finally win this election. I asked my narrator a question just now while she was talking. Maybe in this final submission, you guys might be...
They laugh here. He said, be a shower way to move up on that.
Make I talk. So, if I ask my director question just now, maybe in our final submission, you might be able to use 1 minute from your 2 minutes to quickly answer this question like my director stylishly did. That if Peter Obi finally, we all, majority of us here are working for this man, finally win, finally sworn in as my president, your president, our president, president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, as you know, Peter Obi is a man of his word. He has said he wants to rule for just 1 term, which is 4 years. Except for any reason, Nigerians pressure him that you go nowhere. You must complete your 8 years. We never know. Prospectively, we leave that aside. Okay, let's work with what we have at hand.
Hold on, sir. To respond to that question.
Hold on. Yeah, you will. Hold on. Let me quickly finish this. Okay, let's assume we work with the 4 years that we have in hand. Then Peter Obi coming, which you and I know. I know. I'm certain. I'm 100% certain that Peter Obi will do far better than every president that have ruled Nigeria. Yes, I don't know why I have this belief. I didn't talk with him, but I'm very, very certain of that. Okay, let's assume 4 years run fast. Peter Obi achieved some certain goals within that 4 years. Then he's out of office. Then what happened to the continuity? That is another deep area. Because you don't know what that is. It means, hold on, sir. It means in my state, for example, at those states, when any satanic governor come into power, the previous governor, what he did, they don't continue from where he stopped. They are demolishing it, they are talking down on their effort and starting their own afresh. And this thing happen in most states across the 36 states of the Federation. So the continuity spirit is not there. So it means for Peter Obi to leave power and Peter Obi no handle to maybe his vice or whatever, or whatever, this satanic APC or PDP or whoever, because they're plenty, they're everywhere. Virus, they come into power again. Looting will continue. So finally, the hope that Nigeria will be better anytime soon, for me, is still very, very far. Thank you very much, my people. Mr. Jonathan, you are to give final submission now. Please take it. Take advantage.
Please, Mr. Ellis, thank you. If you permit me, let me respond to that question. Why I believe that Mr. Peter Obi is the only viable candidate that can get things going in Nigeria and put things in normal perspective. You see, all you need to do, and for someone like me, I will not measure Peter Obi on the economy. I will not measure Peter Obi on infrastructure. I will measure Mr. Peter Obi on his ability to strengthen the institutions. The Nigerian institution has been, in fact, not decimated. So 4 years is too much for you. You see, once the institutions are in place, I can tell you for free, no president will come and want to use 4 years to destroy it. This, our institution, it took them decades, almost 3 decades to bring it to where it is. So 4 years will be too short for anybody to come and destroy. It is the institutions. When you get there, undo the judiciary, undo our education ministry, undo the health sector, the institutions, set them in such a way that it will
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Why do you think Trump was not able to carry out most of his shenanigans?
It's because of the institutions.
God bless you.
The institutions are too firm. They are too strong. When you put the institution on a solid rock, it will be difficult.
That Jonathan, state the institution, state what we create the institutions
I'm talking about emphatically. You will start with the judiciary. It will start with the judiciary. It will strengthen such that.
Okay, let's have our final submission under 30 minutes, Mr. Jonathan, and talk within ourselves. Yeah, 30 minutes starts now. Thank you, everybody.
Mr. Elvis, can you play the video that I sent to your WhatsApp? It's talking about the mindset of Nigerians.
Madam, this leave the mindset of Nigeria alone.
Okay, let me look at it.
You can't tell me what to say. You can't tell me what to say. I'm sending Mr. Naja what a message, not you.
Yeah. So why Mr. Elvis is looking for
that? And Mr. Jonathan, even on that institution, right? We already, like what you mentioned now in judiciary, right? We already have names. Ozakome. You have some names already.
Yes. See, my brothers and sisters. The question that was asked here today. No, wait. Before I hold on, I set the house on straight line. People are just diverting institution.
Hold on now. We are saying something. Hold on, please.
The issue on hand.
Like a Guinea.
The issue on hand,
Oh my God.
Before you can actualize what a Guinea is saying.
But you cannot
enter I can't see the video. Where is the video? Forward it, please.
My friend.
See. If you want to talk about knowing your pedigree, Mr. Black Panther, knowing your pedigree. If you want to talk about the Constitution, you cannot get it done without strengthening the institutions. See, when the institutions are properly strengthening, that could be achieved.
You can't get it.
No, of course. What do you mean you can't get it?
You can't. If you like, look, Madam Jonathan.
Wait. You just come in. I'm trying to lay a foundation to make an argument. You did not let me, make the point true. You are just blocking me. This
argument has been done before now.
Wait. Listen. Be a good listener. Listening first. Your point that I'm saying that knowing your pedigree, that you would want to talk about the Constitution. Maybe I'm assuming, I might be wrong, but I think that's the line you want to toe. But I'm telling you, the institutions must be properly strengthening, strongly as a matter of fact. The other institution you talk about is INEC, the electoral system. You will strengthen it so that it will be impossible to rig. So when election could not be rigged, you will now have proper people in the legislature that can now walk through the Constitution that you are calling for, because the proper people will have been elected, because the electoral system has been strengthening.
I agree with you, Mr. Jonathan.
And then you will now start talking about the relevant.
And you need men like Mikey Guinea to come and do that.
You now pick the four most important ministries, departments. You can call them department, you can call them ministries, whatever you want to use. You will now strengthen them. What are these ministries?
Jonathan.
First,
What you have said today now, is not a fresh idea. It's never a fresh idea. Wait.
Okay. See,
we're talking just hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute. Thank you. Okay. Although we've played this video before from this lady, but I'd like us to quickly listen to her again to refresh our brain.
Long ago, I apologize. But from this place, we need to start to reprogram our head. We cannot keep accepting mediocrity. We cannot keep accepting abnormalities. It is not normal for us to be living like pigs. Plus you, the Nigerian. Plus you, the person in charge of the university and the institution. Plus you, the government, supposed to perform oversight functions. All of us. Whether you choose to admit it or not, as a Nigerian, we have all been programmed to accommodate mediocrity. We've all been programmed to accept abnormalities as normal. Now, I saw this video on Mr. Common Sense page where a student was showing her university, the state of her university, because the cleaners have gone on strike. And it just occurred to me, many years ago, my sister and I traveled to the US. And for the first time, we said, you know what, let's experience what a road trip is. And we entered the road. We drove for 14 hours. 14 hours from Atlanta to San Antonio and 14 hours back. First of all, one single pothole we did not see. To tell you that our minds have been programmed. Throughout all that journey, we were seeing rest area, rest area, rest area. We use our Nigerian mind. Now, filling station, we go the peace throughout that 14-hour journey. On our way back from that journey, my sister and I, we now had a conversation. We now said, come, this rest area we've been seeing 5 miles ahead, we even stop, we could go see what's in there. And this was almost at the last leg of the return trip. By the time we entered, we were amazed. It was like a 5-star hotel. Rest area, there was a playground for children. So if you were going on a road trip and it was a long trip, you could actually park your car, rest there for it. It was built like a hotel. We could not believe our eyes. All of a sudden, we just said, So all this while we were sitting and we were busy entering filling station to go and pee, would have gotten, a decent place to just rest and at least refresh. This is why I say, a lot of us Nigerians, we have been programmed to accept abnormalities as our norm. I am sure some people will say, she even has this good, though. We don't even have toilet at all. We don't even have bath at all because we've all accepted rubbish. Go to a lot of institutions. Toilet culture, especially in this Nigeria, is a problem for me. Even when you build a toilet and you make it very clean, the mindset of toilet, we believe that the toilet is supposed to be stinking, supposed to be smelling. That's why you would even see some organizations, everywhere looking sparkle. Go inside the toilet, it will reveal the real state of that organization for you. Nigerians, it is abnormal for us to be living in a shitty environment. And you will say as a government, people are pooing on the road or people are peeing on the... Why would they not do that? It is an abnormality for us not to have certain things at our disposal. A few months ago, I saw a post by Mabel, Midas Interior, and I saw how she renovated, I believe it was the toilet of Unilag. Do you know that I was saying, is this not too much for the toilet? Even me, I had to catch myself. Well, what are you saying? I caught myself. To tell you, this is how we have been programmed. I caught myself when I said that, this one too much now. When I visited a university in the US, in North Carolina, I could not believe this was a university. It was looking like I was in a 7-star hotel. Everywhere was pristine. The interior, everything. I was telling my friend that her daughter was there. I said, tell me how book no go enter your brain if you did this kind of university. You cannot fail if you are in this kind of university. I am sure by the time you go back to this toilet that Midas Interior donated to Unilag, it will not be in the same pristine state that she gave them. Because you know why? The pig nature has... You can take the pig out of the gutter, but you cannot remove the gutter from the pig. So you see this issue that we have in Nigeria is something that we need to deliver ourselves from. It is not about changing window dressing, changing the environment, changing our leaders, changing everything. The problem is deep. Even when you build a 5-star university, 5-star hostel, 5-star this, 5-star that, just hand it over to the human beings. The pig nature will come out. So you see, for us to change anything in this country, we need to start thinking and seeing ourselves as deserving of something beautiful, something great, something clean, something pristine, something luxurious. We need to just start to see ourselves differently. There was a skill acquisition center that Dangote donated to Kano. A guy did a video of it. I wasn't really shocked when I saw that that building had been completely abandoned and run down. I was not shocked because that is the nature. Until we start to solve our problem from an internal state, which is our mindset, our thinking, nothing is going to change. That is why a contractor will be handed money. Build road, you build something substandard because you're not thinking legacy. You're not thinking, how would this road outlive generations? You're not thinking that. We just want to do everything sharp, sharp. Let's window dress it and everything will be fine. And when another government comes, spend the same money again and do the same thing. Because the hostel that was built somewhere in the east where the building collapsed. So it's not even say, okay, so people are not doing. The ones that are even doing, you are doing something substandard, mediocre work. And you think anything is going to change? I pray that this video gets to the people that get to see it. I'm so disgusted. It is well.
Okay, this is the second time we are playing this video. We played it sometime last week here. Yeah, the mindset of the people is still the big problem that we are facing. Yes. But meanwhile, your 30 minutes start afresh. Everybody on the panel, no matter where you come. But
can I start, please?
You will not start because this is your idea to interrupt.
I'm new now. If somebody comes here new, is it not you give him that right? If Madam Radita come now, you give her the right. If I come now, I know you give me. You see the thing what they do here. I'll become that thing now. I'll become that thing now. No, I'm not talking about being new. I'm not talking about being new. If somebody comes in, if Mr. Pop came before me, give him the opportunity to speak. That's what I'm saying. I'm not particularizing myself.
Mr. Black,
I'm just saying that anybody that comes in new, all of you, read on the few talk. Wait, let me just say.
Why do you use me as an example to say, Mr. Madam?
You know, Madam Rita, if you come into the studio, if you come into the studio,
I always respect myself.
Wait, now who know the respect itself? Now tell me.
Mr. Black Panther,
if you come, we'll give you the opportunity to speak because everybody can speak before
you. Black Panther.
You will take the floor. Wait, let me respond to you, Black Panther. Let me respond to you. When you come into the floor, right, and someone is speaking, you will allow the person to finish. We are not unaware of your presence that you are new.
I did not speak. I only interjected you. I did not speak.
So that's a normal thing. That's a normal thing. And then
see, my Jonathan, don't preach to me. I only interjected you. I didn't speak.
You say I should not preach.
Yes, you not preach to me. I only interjected you. I didn't disrespect you.
You interjected him, but you took his time. That's what we're talking about, Black Panther. Let Mr. Jonathan finish his submission.
Let me finish my discussion. Then you can stop. Just a minute. Just a minute. Then
Mr. Jonathan.
Yes.
Mr. Jonathan. Yes. Sorry, Mr. NDBC. He hasn't spoken. No. He was there before Mr. Black Panther.
Okay, let me just say this. The video that was just shown now. You know, yes. In fact, what I liked about it is the descriptive nature of it, describing Nigeria as PIG, the PIG mentality, very, very strong. You cannot dispute that. That's the mentality that we have in Nigeria. So sad, so sad. I'll leave it there. Thank you.
Mr. Ndibusi, now you next.
And ladies, good evening. I greet everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Continue. I can hear you, sir.
Okay.
Right on, okay, Professor.
Okay. So let me just greet everybody. I salute everybody and our big mommy. We'll greet you, Mommy Diaspora. Elvis, kudos for your good work. Let's keep hope alive. So I just want to talk briefly on the ADC case. I think that case is very straightforward. These people started this arrangement over 18 months plus ago. that culminated in bringing in the coalition members and handing over the leadership of the party to David Mark and Rebuchola and others. So, unlike Mr. Jonathan rightly pointed out when he went and searched and read the constitution of the party, I've not done that yet. But last week I was listening to a program where the lawyer, one of their lawyers that are handling their matter in court, said that aside the issue of resignation, which that Nafi Bala Gombe did properly, that the working committee was dissolved in accordance with the party's constitution. That one even supersedes any resignation or otherwise. So the matters are very clear, and I'm sure they have all the materials, both in court and in INEC. And he said something more important as well. He said that there was an affidavit INEC brought to the court in support of David Mark and Arebechola's leadership. But following this latest development that this man in power was trying to manipulate them and take them out, INEC went to that same court just this February to replace that, to bring another affidavit and replace the one that was there already. But that the lawyer said that when affidavit is submitted in court, it remains in court. So I don't know. The matter is a very straightforward matter. You all saw that Nafi Gombe in that gathering where David Mark and others were announced as the new leaders of the party, interim leaders. So we know how the man from Lagos does his things. Everybody knows him. The people he's fighting against an ADC, they know him. Let's see what will happen. But like everybody has pointed out, everything depends on Nigerians. If we want our country to be straight, we can't keep waiting on politicians. It is us, Nigerians, that have to stand up and say enough is enough. If we don't say that, if we keep bringing in biases, ethnic, religious, or my camp, their camp biases, all of us will keep swallowing the trouble. We'll keep suffering. It will keep affecting us. So I think this is the best time for everybody to unite, because this man doesn't mean well for the country. He and his guns. You saw the kind of impunity they are doing now. They are taking, every time they put the pressure, they want to know what people will say. If there's no reaction, they move to the next step. The man is, we never knew that Nigeria will come to this stage like other countries like Cameroon, where somebody will come out, he will run unopposed. He will gag everybody, send the opposition parties to oblivion, and they do whatever he wants to do. Recently, I don't know if it is true, the man in Cameroon wants to install his son. He has installed his son now as vice president, in preparation for the son taking over from him when he leaves eventually. And this man that is in the seat in our country, he has such plan. He doesn't fear. It's only the people that will shake him. That's like people of Burkina Faso did after so many years of Blaise Compaoré destroying their country. They now said enough is enough. They all marched to the presidential villa, because each time they want to do that, the man will send his soldiers. They will kill some people will run away. But this time people said no way. The crowd was so much that his presidential guard leader told him, "Sir, we can't do anything about this thing. It's too much. How many are we going to kill? We have prepared the helicopter, fly to the airport, and then take your jet out of the country." That was how the man left. So it's only people's action that will stop this man from what he's doing, because he's not addressing any of the country's problem. He wants to remain there and continue to oppress and enslave us until our people say it's enough. That is when this thing will stop. Only a people's uprising that will stop this man, nothing more. Let me stop here so far. Thank you.
Black Panther not there.
Black Panther, I think you're the next person to speak. If you're not there, I think Mr. F. Emmanuel should speak.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, very, very, very much. But I will not speak too much. I will just speak on one particular thing, and I will disagree with someone. Maybe by tomorrow I'll lay out my point. I want to greet everyone. Greet Mommy in the diaspora. May God bless you, Nigeria. You're doing a great job. And I want to say something here, that to everyone that have not donated to the fundraising we are doing concerning the power project we are embarking on in Nigeria, please try as much as possible to have your name on the good book of history. Because what we are doing here today, history will either talk good or bad about us. But we chose the good part, and needs to talk good about us. I want to say that, Mommy, thank you very much. Everyone that has spoken, I listened to everyone. We're educating. I love what I've heard from a lot of. But I want Nigeria Watch to do something for me. You see, the problem of we don't really what they normally do, like the white man say, hide anything in a book. The Nigerian man will never find it because he doesn't go there to study it. We never gone as far. Many Nigerians don't understand the solution, even the problem we are in. All they want to speak from their inner man. Oh, it is said, it is this, it is there. We are talking about a country. We are not talking about a micro set of organization. This is a country. You don't expect the mindset of the entire country to be the same. And you're talking about a country where you have different kind of tradition, different type of concept. People come from different tradition. You don't talk about concept. I mean, mindset. What you should base on, how do we get a good Nigeria, a country? And how do we go about a country? Why is it that you as a Nigerian, if you have a bad character here, you go abroad, before you know it, before 2 months, you are refined. What is refining them? What is changing the behavior of an average person that comes, whether you're a Turkish, whether you're a Chinese? What changes a human being when you're in a country, in a mega society? Those are the questions we should be asking ourselves, not come with one psychology book that we read in school, psychology, and you think you can apply it to a massive country where you have 200 million people. That ain't gonna work. Every human being, I believe, have a sort of illegality inside of him. When you give him the free will, he will his illegality. He will display it. But what do you person?
Mr. Black
it is the law, sir.
Mr. Black Panther, don't forget to give us what is the right thing. Don't just talk and then go.
Wait, away. I'm going. You will learn. You see, as I'm going, you will know. I'm talking and walking towards it.
Okay, and then we can.
It should not even be let. It should not go away. We have to talk brother to brother talk when you finish.
So that we can just oppose it. We can just oppose.
I don't want you. I don't want. Look, it is not me. It is not me. I study. Look, hold on. Okay.
1 second. The reason why I said that is that so that we can put it side by side with the one that you rejected. So please,
see,
that's
thank you. I before I go further, I've explained this before, but I saw somebody online that went broader. I want Nigeria. What this name of this brother that Nigeria plays video here? Saddam released a video today. He released a video today, and I will indulge you to play that video. It will open our mind to see from a bigger perspective. But I will speak. I will take some extra from it because I've been talking about it for a very long time. This is a law that changes a human being. When you are in a country, this is a law. When you meet the law, you will see people obeying the law. And when you don't obey the law, what happens?
I think I saw that video. I saw the video you're talking about.
Thank you, my brother. Many Nigerians don't understand what we are facing and how a country can be changed. It's not how you change your bed, your environment. That is your micro house that you can change the human being, because we came from different tribe. It is not the mindset. Even if you have the wrong mindset, if you have the right mindset, if you don't have a law that can make sure that if this man does this, the law will catch up with him. If you don't have it, you ain't going nowhere. That mindset will be the same thing. But it's not the mindset. It is the law you have that brings about a good mindset. It will build you, to mold you. The law molds people to become who we want ourselves to become. Law abiding. It's not a matter. Don't throw away mindset. It's something that you discuss in a classroom. But when it comes to a country, it is the law that molds citizens. Now I come to the constitution. What bring about an institution? What make an institution? Where do institution derive its power from? It is from the constitution. This thing is not my making. This thing that I study is not by me. People that are up there have studied it. And I did what? I did not understand it. I was like, oh no, institution must be strengthened. They said no. They said what will strengthen the institution must be taken care of. If you don't have a good constitution, your institution can be destroyed with that constitution that is not right. But when you have a constitution, the institution will be strengthened. You cannot destroy the constitution because the constitution is strong. Because constitution, the application of the constitution is out there for us to see. It's not what we have now. But when we have a constitution that gives birth to a strong institution, it will be very difficult for us to go and destroy the constitution. Neither will the military come and destroy that constitution, because that constitution gave birth to strong institutions that act. Not when one constitution, the president is the ultimate father of everybody. That is not a constitution. That is an Islamic constitution where you have a supreme leadership. That is what we are practicing. That is why you see we have Islam law in our constitution. They will tell you that that you cannot change it because we have allowed it for long. We've allowed it. Even Gani Fahimi, go and look at Gani Fahimi extract, what he wrote about the Nigerian state itself, how the Nigerian state can be changed. This Falana that is complaining, he wrote an extract. To go and read it, what he said. Before Professor Ezekumena said it, he said, no matter what you do in Nigeria, no matter what institution you put in this constitution, it will not hold water. A professor of law is telling us we are disputing it. We are not following that line. We are following our own line that, oh, it is mindset. It is mindset because somebody is not speaking before. But when the matter don't touch in body, when they talk that time, they no greet talk. But when the thing don't bite them, they will not come with a formula. It is the mindset. What is the mindset? So every Nigerian have dirty mindset. Is that what you want to say? Is that what you want to say? It is not the mindset. If we have a law, you will have the same London, you will have it in Nigeria. If we have good laws that will give birth to an institution that will be strong and rigid, we will have Dubai in Nigeria. One man cannot be signing your bill. One man cannot be signing your budget. One man cannot be signing your check. It is not done in other countries that have democracy. You have to go through the house. Before you can change the national anthem, all of us must go through a referendum before you can change it. Look at what they did to you, to us, changing it. Look at what they are doing. Somebody can become a criminal and can ascend the throne of the presidency. Is that not the law we have? You don't have to have a certificate before you become president. We are not even thinking about that. That is what they are using to penetrate, because they know we have a constitution that was not written by us. These politicians, they are very smart. Did you see any of them talk about the constitution? Did we see any of them? We are talking about institution. For more than 30 years, we have been talking about institution. Nobody is looking at GEJ constitutional reform. Let us go and carry that book where we agree. You will see how beautiful it is. It is not perfect, but it is beautiful. It is beautiful. Onosoya report is in there too. We people are not reading that, but we are not talking anything that comes to our mind. Oh, Nigeria is dirty. Nigerians are bad. No, look, we know we have bad ones among us. But if we have a constitution that gives birth to a good institution, it will correct the abnormalities. It will correct it. We will have beautiful prisons all over the country. People will be making money through prisons. There will be employment everywhere. You will put them into business. They will serve their jail time. They will be helping the country while they are in jail. They'll be working, contributing to the country itself. That is what is obtainable all over the world. Prison is a business in the Western world. It's business. You can generate a fund from it too. But what are we thinking? We are thinking about an average Nigerian, one Nigerian is mine. Do you know the road where would they pass? So you want to change the mindset of every Nigerian. Do you know that road in a long way where you need the road where it's short is we need to stand our ground. We need a new constitution. If if Obi enter power, it is the first thing he must do. Whether it will take him 4 years, let him do it. That will feed the next generation. That is a good platform, foundation for the next generation to pick it from. But if the constitution still remain, anything Obi do, they'll come and destroy it. If people, we should be wise. Oh, anything Obi do with this constitution, they will come in and destroy it. We cannot do anything. We ain't going to do anything. It has been tested in Anambra State. Anambra State, Obi did the right thing there, but he couldn't change the law. What happened? The person came, they destroy it.
You have spoken now for 8 minutes. None of us.
Sorry. Let me. I have stopped from here. Sorry.
Let me respond to you.
Mr. Emmanuel should speak before anybody.
Okay, let Mr. Emmanuel speak before, because I really wanted to call it a day, just to listen to you, and then I didn't want to say anything. But having listened to you, there is the need for me to respond. The absolute need. So I will respond to you if the time is
Mr. Emmanuel, are you there?
Yeah. All right. Good evening, my people, my beautiful sister-in-law. I thank you for being here today.
It's good to see you,
Mr.
sir. Go ahead,
Jonathan.
Sir.
Thank you for your wonderful submission. Thank every one of you that have been keeping this platform what it is today. I appreciate you. Mr. Elvis, I thank you. I appreciate you. My hands have been so full. That's why I'm always in and out. I hardly connect most of the time. Our Madam Patricia, Agbelo, I hail you. I greet you, ma. Oga Odua, our ancestor, I greet you, sir. NDBC, I hail. Black Panther, I'm loyal. My brother, big brother, give us a mandate. I salute you as well. Then those are the comment section. I salute every one of you. Well, I have listened keenly on all the wonderful submissions by the panelists. I want to say something here with respect to all we have been talking about pertaining our country and also the present government. First of all, I have this feeling that I may be wrong. The kind of leaders we have is the real reflection of the kind of people we are. What am I trying to say here? Our leaders have mastered the kind of people they lead. That is why they keep doing what they are doing. When is it David Cameron, former Prime Minister of the Britain or so, said Nigerians are fantastically corrupt. That was a deep statement. Average Nigerian, we're not talking about leaders now. We talked about institution. Black Panther institution. Everybody is talking about institution. Wonderful, it's good. But these institutions are not going to be manned by spirits. They're going to be manned by average Nigerians like you and I. Few days in the social media, we see where somebody manipulated somebody's medical report, claiming that he or she has cancer. Ripping up people from the social media, cause people to donate massively for her. Is that one leaders too? So I want to say something here. Our problem is shared. Our problem in Nigeria is shared. We have bad leaders, we have bad followers. That is why most times we don't have that courage to point finger to our leaders and to call them to our, this one we are doing is okay. We are trying our best, but then average Nigeria, just corner average Nigeria and keep him aside and give him 1 naira, 2 naira, 10 naira. The person can do anything for you. Few days during the Easter, Elvis was giving arms at the filling station. I listened keenly and I heard one of them. He has fuel already. Elvis asked him, "You have fuel?" He initially said, "Yeah." He now said, "No, guy, you know, sir, he's Nigerian now. This Nigerian." He switched immediately. So we try to lie in Nigeria. If you must survive, you must lie. So tell me, knowing that kind of mindset, how are we going to turn around the system? Because the system is meant for you and I. And the people that are going to mind the system is still you and I. So the question is what kind of mindset are we coming in? If, for instance, all the people in power today are out of the way, you bring in Panther, a Black Panther, you bring in Chimeze, you bring in different person to mind the system. How certain are you? Because average Nigeria is greedy by nature. Whether in power, whether it's even poor, average Nigeria, we are just so greedy by nature. We understand where there is law, there will be control. We understand that. But at this point in time, that last video we just watched now, it speaks volume. The mindset, like the former author of Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, that's Stephen Covey, that talked about habit 2. Say, begin with the end in mind. What are we doing now to have to actualize what we want to see? The greater Nigeria we want to see tomorrow. What is kind of mind we have today? Our Black Panther here came in. When he came in today, Jonathan was talking. He swept him off. He just rushed in like the rushing wind. Black Panther is my brother, but I want to advise him. He should go and Black Panther like habit 5. Habit 5 is seek first to understand and then be understood. But he lack it. And yet we are here. We want Nigeria to be good. All things must be done decently and in order. But we are here. Somebody is talking, before you know, the other person just interject or anyhow, jaga way. Please, at least let there be a level of civility. Let there be some level of decorum, you know? So, my people, Nigeria is a great work. We need to put it, we really need to, like, I don't know. I'm just thinking. Because he turned here, everybody is lying. He turned the other way, everybody is manipulating. Even the person even right in the church, somebody is stealing stealing money from the ushering bags. Is that what leaders do? So it's the kind of mindset we have. Just like the video says, you can take away a pig from Potopoto, but you cannot take away Potopoto from his mind. You can take away the Israelite from Egypt, but you cannot take away Egypt from their mind. It's the same thing. So we need to begin. That is why Paul the Apostle say in Romans chapter 12, he say, I beseech you by the mercies of God that you renew your mind. Your mind renewal is very key. It's very, very vital. So no matter how we try it, Peter Obi is just one person. He's just one person. You need everybody in the north, in the south, in the east, in the west to mount the institution you want to achieve. What is their mindset? That is it. So my people, it's important we take responsibility that we are part and parcel of this mess. And let's begin to see how we can come out on an individual basis to begin to transform our mind, to begin to change our mind, to begin to let's start within ourselves. How disciplined are you to play by the rules? How? Let me stop there. Mr. Jonathan, go ahead and make your submission. Thank you.
Okay, Thank
you, Mr. F.
Guy Emmanuel, that was a wonderful submission from you. Thank you for citing the wrongdoings of everybody. Everybody. Yes. You know, we are very good in criticizing the leaders. Sometimes our own character, everybody is guilty of this, including me and all of us. Sometimes our own character, then you look at it and say, wow, I'm not a leader yet, but see what they do. So I think all of us should live by example by trying to do the right thing. You know, the mindset is what I'm talking about, especially Nigerians in Nigeria. I'm also happy that you went on by referencing to the video that I shared on what's it called, on Easter Day. Yes, that particular guy actually said, I have fuel. But at the end of the day, you can't notice something. I didn't know you noticed that. But still, thank you for that wonderful submission. All right, guys. You have 15 minutes left on your given 30 minutes so that we'll round up. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, let me respond, Mr. Elvis. I listened to Mr. Black Panther and F. Emmanuel also. You see, I think Black Panther, I think you are misguided. That's the only way I can characterize it. I think you're totally misguided. The issue of constitution, we know, yes, constitution is needed. Why you are discarding the need for the mindset of Nigerians to be properly adjusted, you are discarding that. But at the same time, you are calling for constitution. It's a total contradiction. Total contradiction. That's what I see there. While you also discarded the need to strengthen the institutions, you are also calling for constitution. You don't see it, but those are total contradictions. Institutions can be built, institutions can also be destroyed. But the fact is that institutions must be built. And you cannot do the latter before the form, you cannot do the latter before the former. You must do as they say, first thing first. Institutions in any country must be strengthening at the minimum to the level where you take corruption out of those institutions. You talk about the law. Where you are misguided is that not just the law. You can have the law. You are talking about the law. When we talk about the law, Nigeria has the highest number of laws, if I'm not mistaken. If it is laws that makes countries great, Nigeria will be the greatest country on earth today. Bill Clinton, during the twilight of his administration, he visited Nigeria. Obasanjo was just sworn in. Bill Clinton visited Nigeria towards the end of his administration. And he said in Abuja that the laws that we have in Nigeria, they have not even contemplated it in United States. I paraphrase him, but that was exactly what he said. That the laws that we have, the type of laws that we have in Nigeria, they are so good that they are the United States House. They have not even contemplated it at all. Meaning, we have laws. So it is not the issue of laws, it is the issue of the rule of law. That's why I say you are misguided. But I was waiting for you that we talk about the rule of law. What is missing in Nigeria is the rule of law. It's not law. We have laws in Nigeria. And as I said earlier, if it is just having laws that make countries great, Nigeria will be the greatest country on earth today. The rule of law is very important. Institutions are important. Because that constitution that you stand on can never come the way you envision it right now can never happen without proper institutions. The only way, one exception though, you need an autocrat. You need, simply put, a dictator, a blatant one. That's the only way. That constitution, as Nigeria stands today, it cannot happen. The new constitution cannot happen. You talk about all the white paper, not just recommendation. There's one thing, there's difference between a committee and then the government will set up a committee and the government will submit its recommendation to the government. It's another thing for the government to now turn it to a what is called a white paper. It means that the government has already adopted it. When it becomes a white paper, then it goes into the archives, which means that any president can go in there, pull it out, and start implementing it because it's already white paper. We have them in Nigeria, including constitutions, including the Justice Wise panel committee on electoral reform in Nigeria, including the national conference that Goodluck Jonathan constituted in 2013-2014, white paper, not just committee report. Why are they not doing it today? The institutions are not there. The institutions are not there. Make no mistake about it. What is the issue to accept the fact that our institutions should be strengthening in Nigeria? What is the problem with that? What argument do you want to put out against that, for crying out loud? At the lowest part of it, the electoral reforms. When you talk about that constitution, men will still have to sit down in the National Assembly to agree to it. They have to be men of integrity. What is it that will bring those men and women out? What is that thing that will bring them out? Is it not the electoral reform? Is it not proper electoral process? In the absence of that, then you need one president who is a dictator. You need a Paul Biya of Cameroon. You need a Traore of Burkina Faso that will just say, this is the new constitution. This is how we are going to do it. But if we are still talking about democracy, you need men of integrity that will sit together in one room, called the National Assembly, called the states as the state assembly. They will still have to sit down and agree that this is the new constitution. My question again is, what is that thing that will bring those men and women together if it is not the electoral process? The electoral process is an institution through the national, through the independent, through the INEC, call it whatever name, they call it INEC today. That institution must be free, must be truly independent. That one man can make it happen. The president can make it happen. Let me end with this. Institutions can be built. Institutions can also be destroyed. The length of time it takes to destroy institutions is not a joke. It takes time to destroy institutions. Institutions can, Tinubu today that everybody is talking about, as rugged as he is, it's taking him serious time to destroy the institutions. The reason why it's making it look easy is that those institutions has been made worse before it gets there for him. So the job has been done for him. It's just that he's just completing the work. Institutions are very difficult to destroy. Why? Let me use another analogy. The Nigerian army, where they are embedding all these terrorists into our army today, the military. You think it's easy to pull them out? You think it's easy? That's what is called institution for you. If Chegumi can get 10 of his boys into the Defense Academy of Nigeria. Gumi can get 10 of his boys, and 4 or 5 years later, they become commissioned officers of the Nigerian Army, Nigerian Navy, Nigerian Air Force. They have been embedded into that. That's an institution. Do you think it's easy to pull them out? Institutions can be built, institutions can be destroyed. What is important is to have solid institutions. You need them. No society can thrive without proper institutions. That constitution that you are talking about can only come to fruition when the proper institutions are in place. Because a president can come today and ensure, put his people within the judiciary, put them there, people that are men of integrity, of timber and caliber of integrity, legally sounded people, minded people, put them there. It will take decades to get them out. It will take decades to dig them. That's how institutions are built. You will need 2-3 presidents. You will need 2 presidents with full 8 years, 16 years total to destroy the judiciary again. It's not easy. That's why they are ensuring that someone like Peter Obi doesn't get there. 4 years is too much for him. He will build it. If he really wants to do it, he will build the institutions. It can go. If another president comes in, within 4 years, people will see, it will be clear. You are destroying. They will kick you out again. They don't want it to happen. They are afraid. So that's why I said, see, mindset is important. Institutions are important. A vibrant constitution is also important. You cannot discard one for the other. All these things they are all together. You can't separate one from the other. That's just my point. Thank you very much.
All right, let's round up. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate you all. Thanks for your time with us. We've come to the end of this broadcast.
God
bless you now.
I just want to thank you. You round up. I just want to thank you for what you have done. And tomorrow, I'm going to bring a good extra for Mr. Jonathan. Because what Mr. Jonathan is talking here is just standing on the fence. Thank you very much.
On the fence of what?
What he said is even contradicting himself the more.
Okay. All right. We'll take it tomorrow. Thank you very much. Mr. Paul, you're muted yourself quickly, sir. Quickly. I'm rounding up. We can't hear you, sir. Are you talking?
Yes. I wanted to say something that we will consider tomorrow.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. You are not with your mic.
He said he wanted to say something, but it will be tomorrow.
Okay, but we can't. His voice is far away. You know. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. God bless you all. Whatever you could not say today, tomorrow is another day. I want to thank you, Mr. Jonathan, Mr. Rita, Mr. Odua, Mr. Paul, Black Panther, F. Emmanuel, and give us a mandate. Mother Patricia as well. God bless you all, my people, for coming in. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you. Mother Rita, are you saying something?
No, I'm not saying anything. I just want to say thank you.
Okay. Thank you, ma. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate you all. My super chatters, Oga Kingsley, Marastella Masaredo, Seven Girl Mede, and Jay Olisa. Thank you very much, my people. I'm very, very grateful. I appreciate you all. I think we have updates. Abu Azi, if you are there, I think we have updates after the last update. Yes, I think we have just hold on. We have update here. I think is where is it? Okay, we have only 115,000 naira from Jacob Adebayo. Jacob Adebayo sent 15,000 naira. Please document that. Thank you very much, my people. God bless you all. Jacob Adebayo, we are very, very grateful. May your pocket never, ever, ever run dry. Okay, for those of you that want to support us, as we are speaking right now, there's no light here. Running this broadcast every day is not cheap. Let's be honest. I want to thank every one of you that have participated so far. I'm very, very grateful. I'm not taking none of you for granted. You know, I'm very, very grateful. Now, God bless you now. For those of you that have not participated and you are aware and you are hearing us talking about it, please do your part. We really, really do appreciate you. May God bless you in advance. God bless every one of you right there. Mother for Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you. Thanks for all that you do. Thanks for always being there. Thank my brother Abu Azia for all that you do and the record that you are keeping as well. We are very, very grateful. God bless you. You are doing all this selflessly. I'm grateful. Thank you very much, everyone. Mother Peggy Modi, Mother Stella Masavedo, Mother Eugenia, and again, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, Michael Renemaro, Mike Akiambare, many, many more. Thank you, my people. I appreciate you all. Then we have who again there? Okay, Ifo, I can see you. Thank you. Light, I can see you. God's grace, and many others. Thank you for your time with us. We'll come to the end of this broadcast. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Fingers crossed, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. If we can pull out a pre-recorded video, we'll do that. If not, 7 p.m. I'll see you guys. Good night. Bye for now.
Mare